In a world full of magic, people throwing energy blasts, energy beams. All a dude does is just walk up, run mad fast, punch mad hard, and he's the best? That's cool.
In battle series, it's almost
inevitable let me know.
that some kind of power system will develop. People get superpowers, strange abilities, bio enhancements, magic, whatever your system is based around. And authors get the chance to introduce all kinds of flavorful characters with a wide range of
Did bullets just pop out of his arm?
Flavorful characters.
Oh, what the? Those are not bullets. Are those seashells? Chat, what the hell am I looking at? What is JoJo's even about, bro? What just escaped his arm? And where the blood at? There's no blood? The hell? I think it's a hollow. Yo, I love your vids. You feel me? Appreciate you, William.
With a wide range of wacky or downright mind-boggling abilities. But almost always, a character will appear with a certain popular archetype. The character is in tracksuit while everyone else has a uniform. The guy who barely seems to care at all, or maybe just cares way too much. A character without powers in a world full of them, who gets by simply punching his enemies in the face. The most powerful of the powerless. The basic archetype follows this. A character who operates outside the boundaries of the power system, usually because of some inverse disability or simply a decision to choose otherwise. While they forego all benefits that may come from the power system, they instead go all into physicality, as if putting all your stats into strength, speed, and defense, and they win fights through pure hands or martial arts alone. If written well...
Wait, is he saying sickest as in it's bad or as in it's good, like it's cool? Because I'm about to say, like, nigga, that's tough. You mean in a world full of magic, people throwing energy blasts, energy beams, all a dude does is just walk up, run mad fast, punch mad hard, and he's the best? That's cool. Like Toji, Maki, Asta, Rock Lee. That's cool. So I think he's saying sickest as in like good. Because this is low-key tough. Like, wait, what do you mean all I gotta do is just show up and I'm rocking your shit? I don't need no grimoire. I don't need no spells. I don't need no dark magic. All I do is just walk up and just fold your shit and you're just gone.
Well, while a badass, the utility that the character has lost access to should be clear. Maybe they won't be able to see the abilities other characters use.
Bro, this hairstyle right here is so damn ass. Matter of fact, let's get a close up. I know he thought this damn cornrow, this damn braid in front of his face was tough. This shit is buns. This is straight dookie nuts, bro.
Or they'll lose access to some basic utilities that even the weakest fighters should have access to. However, in return, they will almost never lose a close quarters hand-to-hand fight. In today's video, I'm going to break down this trope as a whole.
Bro, I was watching MASH at my cousin's crib. MASH actually looks kind of smooth. Like I was thinking, I thought Mashle was just a knockoff Black Clover. It low-key isn't. Like, actually, I haven't watched enough. I watched like 2 episodes, so let me not say that.
All men are created equal, an age-old adage that describes the equal rights of all men. Because in real life, while one may be slightly stronger and one may be slightly smarter, the differences between men are not so vast that there is an inherent superiority between us.
I agree.
However, in a fictional world, this is not the case. Unlike in real life, there are fundamental and undeniable superiorities that come from differences in ability. If I could simply make 1 bullet per day, while you are a nigh untouchable god, would we be equal? Probably not.
I mean, I feel like it depends what the values of society are. Like, if the value of our society is like who's strongest and that's all that matters, then yeah. But like, if there's more to life than that, then nah. That's why I think.
In the real world, even with the minute differences between people, they still find a way to place themselves as superior. Thus, it's only natural that with such a powerful...
Bro, what anime is this? I don't know what anime this is, but it looks mad cool.
Difference between people in a fictional...
This thing is old and got a sword. He looks smooth. He got a fat ass forehead and he got a kimono and he got spiky ass Raditz hair, sitting looking like this. So he's probably cold. And he's not wearing no socks. What the hell is wrong with this nigga? You wanna know how I know he's tough? He doesn't care about life. You can tell. He has no damn socks on his feet, no shoes, no sandals. And he's like this, with his ginormous forehead looking at the ground. That's how you know when nigga's cold in anime. This dude, you can just tell is cold. I can't really see his face, but he's probably chips. And yeah.
Setting, that societal systems of arrogance and egotism would be born as a consequence. Add the factor of clans, blood lineages, and special families into the mix, as most fictional settings often do, and it's almost inevitable that the inequality of man
Match just go to I finished the entire anime. Bro, I feel like I read some comments and I just like forget.
According to the standards of
have you ever watched Dolo? You rock with the main character heavy? I have not, but I will. Maybe. If enough people ask me about it. Cause I heard it's good.
But despite all of this, almost to say you to the world they live in, they still kick ass anyway. One of my favorite, more recent examples is from One Punch Man. In a world with telekinetics, genetic cyborgs, and superhumans who have trained to the point of, and let's be honest here, unironically having superpowers, the Hero Association represents a hierarchical structure of elites, literally giving rank so that...
Yo, Booker, should I do my bed though? Yes. Should definitely do your bed.
Even outside of just the Hero Association, there are all sorts of monsters lurking to bring ruin. Some strong enough to destroy entire cities, and others who threaten the safety of the entire world. And
that's crazy, bro. Imagine you're in a whole nother universe. You've been training every single day of your life to be the strongest person in the entire universe. Of your whole planet of maybe like minimum like 500 million people, max like maybe like 10 billion people. Out of your whole entire planet, you are the strongest. So right, you're getting bored. All the other planets, you smack all of them. Appreciate you, Kelvin, for the follow. You know what I'm saying? You go to other planets, you smack everybody, and then you go across the universe to get no diffed or low diffed by some bald nigga who trained really hard, which honestly isn't even that hard, for 3 years. That's actually so crazy, bro. And like, it's crazy too, because like, One Punch Man isn't even chips. That is essentially the plot of One Punch Man. People who are mad strong, freaks of nature, all getting smacked by one dude who did some push-ups and ran for a little bit. And the show is good. Like, that's genius writing, bro. Got to watch Eminence of Shadow with the King R former said. Are you asking me to watch it, or are you saying you watched it also? What's good, King J?
There's Saitama, who realistically should just be a relatively fit young adult male who sometimes likes being a hero for fun. His priorities are making it to the grocery store in time for price cuts and having enough to put on his plate for dinner tonight. From that description, where do you think he stands in all of option?
Bro, is that a QR code on his head? Woi!
Would you ever guess that he's the single strongest person in the entire world? One Punch Man has several themes, from the desire to find meaning in one's life to what it means to attain true absolute strength. But one of the primary themes displayed by Saitama's character is humbleness. Despite his immense strength and capabilities, Saitama never goes out of his way to place himself above anyone else around him.
Nah, facts.
In a world where people's heads are so far up their own asses that they cannot recognize the literal god of destruction in front of them, he is the only one who stays grounded, despite being so above it all.
Saitama Glaze Sesh? No.
Really sticks out more.
Only Glaze Sessions we Only Glaze Sessions we do is Luffy Glaze Sessions.
Faith in yourself and taking the clear path might be better than overcomplicating the whole thing and being back where you started. Another example of this trope is that of Toji Fushigoro.
But look back. You heard his mic fade. He was looking back. He thought he heard the ops.
Positive results. Put simply, it is a world that rewards cruelty. Abandoning one's humanity and moral values is the only way to get ahead. So things such as hedonism and even selective breeding can produce good results. Born into an elite sorcerer clan that values strength above all else, Toji Fushigoro, who was born without a lick of cursed energy, the fuel for the Versus power system, was treated...
Oh, that was JJK! Oh, that was just a manga that I haven't seen yet. Oh, so who was that dude? Oh, that dude was this dude right here. Oh, he's a Zenith, so he was tough, so I knew it. That's what I'm saying, bro. I knew
See
it.
That scar next to his lip? That's from being thrown in.
Bucket, help. What you need help with? Dude, I'm so scared. He said it's a fire anime character, bro. She can get into my white tea and email. She'll know if I look it up. What are you talking about? If I change it or look it up, she'll delete my account. My friend is plotting on getting me framed, I swear. Your friend's plotting on getting you flamed for what? Flame for what? Let me scroll up. I'm not allowed. She threatened my YouTube account. She can log into it. Who's threatening you? Slap him. What the hell?
into a pit of monsters at an extremely young age.
Sometimes,
Growing
bro,
up to despise
not giving no
Saitama
advice,
and
but I
his
low-key giving
values,
advice. Sometimes you
Toji
just gotta slap
eventually
somebody,
became known
bro.
as the
I'm not gonna
sorcerer
lie.
killer, using his vast
I
physical
barely had to do
abilities
it, but
and
sometimes it
impressive
has to be done.
technical
Rarely,
intellect to
occasionally,
begin killing
at times.
sorcerers for money. Unlike Saitama, who uses his strength selflessly in noble acts.
Bro, he just parried all his attacks without even looking at the nigga, bro. That might be underrated top 5 most disrespectful moments in all of anime, bro. He literally said this and read all his moves, bro. He called him
Saitama,
a
who
lame
uses
ass
his
nigga
strength
without
selflessly
saying a
in
single
noble
word.
acts of heroism. Toji instead decided to rebel against it, though not to the same extent as someone else in the story. In a way, Toji Fushigoro and Gojo Satoru are almost perfect parallels of each other. The former is shunned child who failed to meet his clan's expectations, possessing no cursed energy nor technique, and living a lonely, unwanted existence.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the latter lived his entire life loved and blessed, possessing every inherited strength his clan possessed, while surrounded by loving family and friends. In spite of this, in their initial clash, Toji comes out on top. There are many factors that influence this victory, from careful planning to flawless execution. However, Gojo's own hubris might have been the leading cause of his defeat. Faith in his own abilities overshadowed reason, and for the one who had gone his entire life believing himself the strongest, the idea of losing was an assured impossibility. Toji took wonderful advantage of this, and in Gojo's brief moment of distraction, landed the decisive blow. Thus,
Damn.
hubris always loses. Although
I'm gonna look that word up real quick. I'm gonna let it play though.
meant to die, on the brink of death, Gojo receives yet another blessing, leading to a second confrontation. At this point, Gojo represents everything Toji tries to deny.
I'm gonna add that word to my vernacular, to my vocabulary.
The entirety of the Jujutsu world. To defeat him here is to reaffirm his sense of self.
Turn it up.
But it's this
I bet. I didn't even remember turning it down. Bro, what the? Yo, my curse is bugging.
pride that.
How high can it? It's like the highest volume ever.
Remember, hubris always loses.
Or maybe I gotta do this.
In this moment, the victor is decided.
Oh, I should have
not
done that
because
from the
he's Satoru,
start.
but because he is Gojo.
Actually, that's like not
using his
even-
clan's secret
Hold up.
technique to deal the finishing blow.
Chat, is
Working
that louder, chat?
as a setup for that iconic question.
That's better.
Do you think you're the strongest because you're
Bro, why no one told me it was low, bro? What the hell?
Satoru Gojo? Or are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest?
Just what are you trying to say?
If I were able to become you for a moment, this foolish idea would become a lot more grounded and real, don't you think?
Toji's character is used to highlight the inequalities of the Jujutsu world and the inescapable clutch of power those at the top have. Put simply, no matter
My
how much
glorious
effort
Bucket,
you
I've
may
been
make
waiting
to
you for
climb,
this train for so
there are
long.
differences
Appreciate
between
you.
men that make it
I am
impossible
live.
to reach that pinnacle. But Rock Lee is one who denies this idea. On first introduction, Lee approaches Sasuke with one set goal in mind, to prove that hard work can exceed genius. On one side you have Sasuke, a member of a clan of ninjas blessed with incredible proficiency in all forms of jutsu, countless
what's good,
great
Levi?
shinobi having come from his clan. Their stable technique is their powerful ocular jutsu, the Sharingan, which allows them to analyze movements at a precise level, copying ninjutsu.
That's crazy, bro. That man Sasuke had all the hacks, had all the cheats, and he still got smacked by a nigga with no drip and the bowl cut. That, like, sometimes, bro, life really be like that, bro. Sometimes you really can't predict life, bro. You would have never predicted if you were in this verse that Rock Lee would ever beat Sasuke, but he did. Sasuke got beat up by a nigga in the One Piece in shoes. You just never know.
To use powerful genjutsu, among other things. Don't even get me started on all the shit they unlock in Shippuden too. Lee, on the other hand, is incapable of using any other form of jutsu except taijutsu, a form of jutsu that is entirely composed of martial arts techniques and physical awakenings. Lee's inability to use any other form of jutsu is a pretty
Sasuke was
decent
so
parallel
squashed
to
until he
some
left the
forms of
village.
disability,
Nah,
as
facts.
unlike earlier mentions in this video, Lee
Actually,
gains nothing in return.
He wasn't
for being
washed.
so
Rock Lee was
powerless,
just tough.
and is forced to
Everybody
take what
was
every
just
other ninja
getting
can
good too,
utilize
so he needed
and then
like
take it to its
some
full
like
potential
extra
in order
instruction.
to keep up.
'Cause as you saw,
Though
later in the war arc, everybody was ass besides Naruto and Sasuke. If Sasuke never left, he would have never been as strong. If Naruto didn't have every best trainer in the world to train him, he would have never been that strong. So, I mean, they were strong like before they left, but they just got like OD when they left. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta leave to get nice, bro. Sometimes you just gotta leave that nest on, bro.
Out of this apparent drawback and disparity between the two fighters, Lee still absolutely wipes the floor with Sasuke, proving his point to some degree. The culmination of this idea appears in his fight against Gaara, someone who has received overwhelming blessing and ability, none of which they have put any real effort to obtain. It's honestly one of my favorite fights across the entire series, even counting Shippuden, as Gaara, who has grown his entire life up to this point, never being fazed by the efforts of anyone, is forced to face the reality of strength that Rock Lee possesses once he begins breaking through his impenetrable defense. While the story of hard work beating genius would be a satisfying one, Rock Lee instead loses.
Ding ding ding, you're right.
Again,
Me?
we are
Not
presented with the
facts.
simple facts that
They're not
sometimes,
talking about me.
no matter how
Oh,
much
shit.
work someone puts
Oh,
in,
shit.
their efforts may be in vain. Hard work does not guarantee success. However, unlike the story of Toji, which ends on a sour note of overwhelming genius triumphing in the end, Rock Lee's ability to shake Gaara so deeply to his core was uplifting enough, both to the characters and the audience, to prove Rock Lee's point right. While hard work does not allow you to achieve anything, through it you may begin to grasp at even goals once thought impossible. That is, for the most part, the allure of these types of characters. The fact that they spit in the face of those deemed to be higher than them and still claw their way to the top in spite of this. That defined bravado.
Not facts, bro. That man, my guy was doing Madara the worst way. He ain't got no jutsu, but even a guy like my guy did the most damage to Madara that anybody ever did besides Black Zetsu. That's why sometimes in life, bro, you just gotta put in that work, gang. Just gotta put in that work on, bro.
Is what makes these characters so cool. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, I would gladly take a like and a subscribe too if you want to see some more stuff.
I would gladly give you that like, and I would gladly give you that subscribe too.